Wednesday, Earth date October 4th, 2023. We had a meteor storm move through last night, and it's now time to go through and assess the damage.
Welcome to Sinister Sidney.
But yes, we had a big rainstorm come through last night. Pretty heavy one. First one we've had in a couple months. That's one of the reasons I was running around so much yesterday, trying to get stuff done, and why I didn't put out the animatronics, because I knew it was going to be a big storm. Heavy rains lasted about 4 hours. But so we're going to do a walkthrough and assess, see how muddy we are, see how things stood up. I'm pretty much faith in things. Today, putting out animatronics, opening up scenes, open up the dragon tunnel, get that lit. All kinds of, you seen what I've been doing. Running through scenes, cleaning up, moving on to the next one. We'll see what we get done. Okay, first major check, I am extremely happy. House of Pain last night, of course, redid the roof. We had that heavy rain, and I have no pools. I put them cuts just in the right places, and I have no standing water on the top of that, so drainage worked beautifully. I am very happy with that. So yeah, that pallet, see how that pallet is angled and all that? That pallet used to be straight. You can see this is how the building has angled out. Next year we need to redo. I mean, it's solid, it still holds, it's just leaning really bad. But yes, I am very happy. Everything drained wonderfully, and I got no standing water. Current project, dragon tunnel. Got the ends open. I get that rolled up so that it's sealed correctly. Working on doing some lighting, some more trees in here. Then I'll get my big lights out and fog and what have you, and the perfect storm, and get all that going. I really have a love-hate relationship with cucumber vine. Very invasive, strangles out trees, but I'll tell you, when it's wilting and you can pull it and it's not all prickly, it makes great filler cover, because the vines are 20 30 feet long and branch out everywhere, and you can just throw it right over the top and it wilts and it fills in and it looks like little bats hanging. Cucumber vine. So as usual, getting pulled this direction, that direction. I got this, then I got that, then I get a message, and oh yeah, I forgot to print off the free passes for Apple Barrel employees. Apple Barrel fed us, feeding us a few times, and so I'm giving them some free passes to give the employees. So I had to run in there and print that, and I'm back over here to the dragon tunnel. I got Winter Dragon. Oh yeah, I got Winter Dragon almost up and going. However, he gets an issue. If you have one of these, this stuff here gets caught in that neck if you're not super careful. And I found that it was all wound up in there. It's, of course, the Winter Dragon, the big guy. And so now I'm digging in the neck and trying to get the head back off so that I can clear all that stuff out of there. Woohoo! Because it tightens up and then it takes his wings and it pulls them in and then it stops him, and yeah. Okay, it all makes sense now, because I could have sworn, because we had them settled in the spot, we didn't have to move them, that I had done all of his stuff so that it would be fine. But yet it was all like this and shoved up in the neck. And I did some ripping and I got it out. And this is what I pulled out of the neck. Okay, this is not just that stuff. This is, yes, mouse nest. The mouse pulled all that crap up in there and shoved it up in there, or a mouse, and was living in there. and the world makes sense again. All right, so the days of lasers in the Dragon Tunnel are gone. I've been doing it since the beginning. I like dragons. I like lasers. That's pretty much the only reason. Like the Firefly looks. Always had smoke in here, fog in here, and so as a disorienting, I'd have lasers coming at them. And last year, I had them lasers coming at them as you walk in, so it's disorienting, and then some from the backside. I get these little DJ lights. They're inexpensive, cheap too, but I mean they're, you know, red or green or red green. They're like, I don't know, when I used to get them for about $9 a piece. They're like 15 or 25 something now. Anyway, got a lot of them. They die quickly and the motors die quickly, but they've been a good action light just to add in. So 2 years ago, well, no, last year, I guess, I got a deal on these show lights. Okay, they're just kaleidoscope lights, but they're programmable. So, you know, fire and ice, those are hard to find nowadays, the right color. These are programmable. They're big. They do kaleidoscope, and they'll do, you know, whatever kind of stuff that we want on them. But I couldn't use them. They were programmable with an app. Great. And right on the box it says, you know, Android or iPhone and blah, blah, blah. Well, the Android app got removed, is gone. So I got them, and then I went to get the app, and I couldn't get the app anywhere. That's what I have, Android. And it just pissed me off. And so they sat. They just sat. And one day, I don't even remember why, but I was Jojo, our contractor. I noticed he had an iPhone, and it just clicked. Like, dude, can you see if you can find this app? And he found it, and they're programmable, and he can program them. And once they're set, they're set. So it's not like he has to be here every time and go around and reset them every time. Once they're set, they're set. We did test that. So he's coming over today. I mounted 3 of them so that we've got, it's still going to be fire and ice type lighting, not just wash, but with the fog and what have you that goes on in here, that hazes always works nice anyway. I do have these 2 wash effects, and I was gonna use them. They're DMX. I even bought a DMX board for them, but I'm sorry, I'm a pretty technical guy. The DMX shit's just beyond me. It won't click. Anyway, I had programmed them and what have you, and then set them aside, and I pulled them out today because I was going to use those in here. I wanted more of a wash light. And one of them is set on strobe, and one of them is super freaking noisy and the lights aren't coming on. What the? Yeah, anyway, so I pulled these back out. Joe's on his way over. Be here in an hour or so we can program these lights. And then I can use these elsewhere too, because I have other... I like moving lights. I like solid lights, but as far as the fire look or the blue flame look, I really like that too. It's especially good shown up in canopies, in the trees. It gives movement in there. It changes shadows. So that stuff all works really well. All right, so let's see. I've got the fog set up. Here, let's do that. So still detailing left to be done, of course, but so I got this going on. I got to program the lights. This has just been where I put all my dragon stuff, because I like dragon stuff. And then there's some other little things, of course. And then, of course, we have Mr. Winter Dragon here. He is hooked up to a perfect storm and a light. So he gets a flashy red light when he's talking. And there's his fog. That's the only fog going to be in here this year. I usually would have also, because of the laser lights, I would have another fog machine that would keep a haze in here. But since I'm getting rid of the laser lights, I don't need that. So pull that out. I like him. I've had him a few years. He's seen better days, but he's pretty. Funny thing is, when I got him, he was what, $200 or $250, $300 maybe. Or Menards has got a miniature version of him that's only like, I don't know, 4.5, 5 feet tall. That is the same price. It's cute, but yeah. You guys know I use a lot of industrial tarp. The type they use to cover the grain piles and things like that. It's really heavy duty. It's black on one side, white on the other, so it works well. Usually black on the inside. Used it on the circus tent. I use it on my buildings. It lasts for a long, long time, and it's wonderful. And that's, of course, what we built the dragon tunnel out of, what we tarped it with. The only problem, of course, you have black and you have white. Now, I wanted black on the inside, so I got this white. So what I do, and it's all clean now. I'm not sure how that happened because we had a big rainstorm. Normally, it's dirtied. It's not so bright white. But so I kind of put up, you know, trees and what have you for the skies. I said I need another tree here. I need something blocking that. No problem. I got trees. Yeah, I got trees. Yeah, that's better. Reaches in, put some vines. I don't know if you noticed or not, that tree that I cut that off of was also a down tree. It's laying on the ground, although it was still alive. We'll see if this roots. Yeah, much better. Throw some of that cucumber vine on there. Much better closure. So since these little show lights are working so well, they're good once I was able to use them. I put a couple up in the circus tent to replace some of my old little ones that I know aren't going to last much longer anyway. And I'm going to put one in House of Pains. Like I said, I think it needs a little bit more light. But here's the thing, they connect with Bluetooth to the app. They got freaking strong Bluetooth because we're having to turn off the different sections because they're being programmed different. And we're down at House of Pain, and he opens up the app, and it's Connect 3 already. I don't even have the light hooked up. It's reading the ones that are clear up at the Dragon Tunnel, which is a good 200, 300, 400 feet away. And we got that done, and he tried it again, and it said Connect 2. It was connecting to the ones that were clear from the circus tent. So they got a real strong Bluetooth on them too for doing them. So the app itself programs them. They're independent once they're programmed. But yeah, you have to make sure that the ones, if you're doing them different, that the other ones are powered off while you're programming the new ones. So look at that, I got people. Yay, animatronics are going out. Tyler and Josh just went that way. But we're, yeah, people. Got the boys over putting together a 12-foot skeleton. I'm over here putting together my new fishing. Just distract. We got Bubba moved down here. We're just gonna whip these things out.
You're on the bayou?
Yeah.
Well, it sure is fine to be back on my favorite spot on the river. It's a perfect night for fishing. My favorite catch are these big piranhas. They are so delicious to eat.
We are slamming things out. Let's go. All the 12-foots are up. We're working on the predator right now. Got the moose out, the fisherman out, Bubba's out. We are slamming through it, and we're losing light. So, whew, I had to run back up the house. The predator requires a Phillips screwdriver. And there he is in all his glory. Build up more. Yes, there he is in all his glory. And him. And him. Build up more around him. Detail that area a bit. Mr. Moose is up. Coming out of here. He's up and ready to grab them. That's all the big ones, isn't it? Except for Dark Angel.
Yep, we gotta put Dark Angel up yet tonight.
How big's the
Dylan, you
one
got
that
time?
goes in the cemetery?
So, moving on. Okay, so we have this special thing that we have out at our front gate. It's our memorial casket. And it's a casket. It's a real casket, and it's got, I'll show you it when we get it open and up there. But it goes right in here. We have a spot for it. And this is the thing that takes the most hands because it's
Real.
it's real, it's heavy, it's legit. So, all right, I'm gonna let Joe film this. They're getting it. Okay, so now we need to align it. And okay, if we can.
Stick the bottom bit out a little bit, Tyler.
Do you remember what we needed on this? As far as bracing or anything? Or no, it just leaned, right?
We have wires back there
To tie it. Gotcha. Let me, just before we get all doing that, I want to do a little show. Sorry. So, this is a memorial to these three people so far. Ron Dockweller is Lori's dad. That is the staff. This is the only Halloween thing he ever had. The witch was given to me by my mom, Judy. And then the casket itself belonged to James Hawkswell. And he donated that to us. So this is in memorial of them. It's 10 o'clock here at night, and we're cutting limbs and trimming things and still putting stuff up. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. Still putting stuff up. I gotta run down the front side of the haunt and, ooh, wow, that looks weird.
What?
Oh, just look at this. Come here. Look at my face. Because the blue, but the white, and yeah. Yeah, I gotta go shut the front half of the haunt off. Before I forget again, it's 11:30 at night and I got music blaring. So the new lighting in the Dragon Tunnel. You can actually see stuff this year. It's got cool stuff. Yeah, I like that. That's much better. Don't need the laser lights. Yeah, much better, much better. New lighting in House of Pain. A little ominous coming in there. I got the fog a little thick right at this point. Yeah, I like that better. You can kind of Well, I can at least kind of see what's going on. Just gotta get Kenneth hung yet. He goes right up there. Yeah, I think that light will work. It's a little bit better. Yeah. We have our stage of judgment. I like him. He's pretty.
Welcome to the afterworld. Do not think of this as the end of a life. So much has to begin of a new one. Without struggle,
I think I'm going to turn that light a little bit more up, though. Chill time. We ate. Derek went home. Actually, before he went home, we went back through the mine shaft and emptied all the water billows because that big rainstorm that we had last night. One of those things you got to do. I've been cleaning up. Still got to go around, turn power off and stuff. I'm down to just a few things. A couple more animatronics, one more light to swap out. A couple signs to put up. Not much. Been busy. I know my things jump around a lot. It's the way it is when I'm working. But I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out and seeing the work that's put into this. Not just by me, but by the others too. I do have help. I do have help. I put off like I don't sometimes, but I do have help. I have good help. They're good people. We built a city. We built a city here. Sinister Sidney. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Those of you who keep asking, well, why don't you do a walkthrough of it? No! We're not a home haunt. Come and see it. Doesn't cost much. $15 tickets. We open Friday night. We open about 7:30. Each weekend it's a little bit earlier because it gets darker earlier. We stay open till 10. Coming out. Check it out. It's worth the drive. Whatever the drive is. I've had people come from Washington State. It's worth it. And I forget it sometimes. Until I walk around through here after we've got the stuff together. It's like, holy shit. We built a city. We built this city on... No. On love. It's a good place. I love my people. I love my place. I fit. You know what I mean? I fit. Pretty cool. I want to give a shout out to Jerry Callahan, an old friend of mine that I lived with his family back out of high school. He passed away yesterday. Rest in peace, man. No more pain. But anyway, so finishing the day up. It's not even that late. It's only like, what is it? 11:30. I got to put all this stuff together though. Put it out for you so you can watch me. One more day. A few more things left. Got to re-dye the hair. Get back ready for Gravedigger. And then it'll be time. As the throngs come in. See you in the funny pages.